Echoes fill the day. Memories linger at the door. Quiet shadows on the floor. Every moment slips between what was lost and what has been. Almost again, almost close, almost something neither knows. Love fades slow in quiet tones, leaving spaces we outgrew. We were near, but never through. Hold no tone inside the room, color in the fading gloom. Warmth remains but barely clings, soft as dust on fragile things. Every breath recalls the past, but nothing ever meant to last. Almost again, almost close, almost something neither knows. Love fades slow in quiet tones, leaving spaces we outgrew. We were near, but never through. Maybe love that almost stays teaches more than love that stays. Almost again in memory, soft and distant as can be. Not forgotten, not the same. Your game behind my back, thinking I'd lose with you attack, but you never learned my trend. I redraw the rules you send. When you think you've reached the end, that's the point where I ascend. You never read between the lines, see the shifting signs when you're tight confines. I was breaking through designs, now you watch your power fray. Turn the board your way. Every trap you thought could stay flips on you by break of day. You place bets on me to fold, saw my silence as control. Thought the spotlight hit my aim, never guessed I tracked your frame. You believe the mask I land, missed the grid I learned to blend. Now the pressure you would send becomes fuel I twist and bend. You never read between the lines, see the shifting signs when you're tight confines. I was breaking through designs, now you watch your power fray as I turn the board your way. Every trap you thought could stay flips on you by break of day. When you think you've claimed the fight, that's when I slip out of sight, turning dark into my light. Check your step, I strike upright. You misread the warning sign, thought you cornered what is mine, but you're talking by my spine. I rewrite your grand design. You never read between the lines and didn't see the shifting sign. You turn and you tight confine. Break through what's fine. drifts in a frame of light. Water holds her gently through the quiet night. Petals circle softly as they take their flight, painting all her memories in fading white. She hums a distant chorus floating through the air, a fragile little promise only she can bear. The world above keeps turning, unaware of secrets she has folded with such care. Ophelia, where do all your shadows go? When rivers trace the places you won't show, you fall but rise in color, soft and slow, like echoes drifting under pale moon glow. Ophelia, tell me what you think you know about the tides that pull you from below. Your heart keeps beating even when you're low, a quiet spark beneath the earth tone. Willow branches lean to guard the in-between, where trembling thoughts are softened into sheen. Her silhouette moves through a muted scene, a story whispered where she's never been. If dawn arrives before she finds her way, she'll let the river sing what she can't say. Some truths dissolve but still refuse to stray. They rest within her, waiting out the day. Ophelia, where do all your shadows go? When rivers trace the places you won't show, you fall but rise in color, soft and slow, like echoes drifting under pale moon glow. Ophelia, tell me what you think you know about the tides that pull you from below. Your heart keeps beating even when you're low, a quiet spark beneath the undertow. Paper rustles under lamps, notes arranged in quiet stems, pencils tapping mellow time, scent in rhythm with her mind. Every page drifts soft and gray, guiding thoughts in gentle sway. Lines of ink lead worlds my way, pulling restless noise away. Library jazz in late night glow, warm and steady, soft and slow. Golden chords that rise and flow, letting hidden stories grow. Pages whisper through the night, turning whispers into light, holding memories burning bright. Library jazz and late night glow, warm and steady, soft and slow, golden chords that rise and flow, letting hidden stories grow. Pages whisper through the night, turning whispers into light, holding memories burning bright, keeping every moment tight. Maybe pieces softly told in the lines that moments hold. Ink becomes a quiet fold, warming hearts against the cold. Library jazz in paper air, soft as stories drifting there, fades the world into its flare, leaving quiet everywhere. Turning night into a home. light in morning shine. Dewdrops string their fragile line. Footsteps sinking soft and green, marking paths through tranquil scene. Every bloom beside the trail tells a story soft and frail. Meadows echo soft and clear, calling calm from far and near. Golden sunlight warm and bright, filling hearts with peaceful light. Crickets hum in steady tone, whispering like a gentle drone. Butterflies in drifting flight paint the air with colors bright. Every whisper in the breeze takes my troubles to their ease. Meadows echo soft and clear, calling calm from far and near. Golden sunlight warm and bright, filling hearts with peaceful light. Maybe peace was always near, waiting for my soul to hear. Meadows echo guides my feet, makes my scattered thoughts complete. Breath and earth in rhythm sweet, slowing time with steady beat. Where the world and heart unite. I passed the corner where we used to wait. Nothing changed, but everything feels late. Same street, different frame. Funny how I still say your name. I had so much I meant to say, but timing never learned to stay. Now I rehearse it all alone, talking to a silent phone. Calling you from yesterday, from a place you don't exist. All my words arrive too late, like a call you always missed. I don't need you back again, I just want you to know the truth. We were close and we were gone, and I never said goodbye to you. I've grown used to empty space, learn new habits, learn new ways. But sometimes when the night is long, I still hear you in my thoughts. I don't blame you, I don't blame me. Some things just aren't meant to be. Still the past picks up the line every once in a while. Calling you from yesterday, from a place you don't exist. All my words arrive too late, like a call you always missed. I don't need you back again, I just want you to know the truth. We were close and we were gone, and I never said goodbye to you. Maybe closure isn't clear, maybe it just fades with years. Some conversations never start, they just echo in the heart. So I hang up, let it ring. silence do its thing. If you ever think of me, I hope it hurts a little less. Spills across the floor. Night exhales behind the door. City slows its restless pace, leaving stars to take their place. Every thought begins to slow, drifting where the cool winds go. Things at high start to show underneath the lunar glow. Moonlight resting on my skin pulls the quiet deep within. All the noise I've been in turns to calm. I'm breathing in. Nothing feels too far or near. Every fear begins to clear in this moment, crystal clear. I belong right here, right here. Windows glow in softer tones, holding all the nights we've known. Time forgets the urge to run, till the dark and heart are one. I don't need to rush or know where the restless moments go. Let the shadows ebb and flow. Trust the light that moves in slow. Moonlight resting on my skin pulls the quiet deep within. Holding all the noise I've been in turns to calm. I'm breathing in. Nothing feels too far or near. Every fear begins to clear in this moment, crystal clear. I belong right here. One, maybe peace is not a place, but the pause we learn to face. In the stillness I outrun all the wars I never won. Moonlight holds me through the night, softens wrong and softens right, till the world feels warm and light. I dissolve into the light. I dissolve into the light. silver sheen, guiding footsteps where my heart has been. I trace the spaces lying in between the hopes I lost and those I've yet to glean. If time unravels everything we bear, I'll follow through the shadows in the air. 1,000 years away, I still feel you near. Your voice in the dark, drawing me from fear. I reach through the night, searching for your light. Even when you fade, you stay in my sight. 1,000 years away, yet your truth remains, running like a river, flowing in my veins. And if the world forgets what we became, I'll keep your name burning in the flame. Lights fade low inside the room, curtains breathe in shades of blue. Thoughts unwind, begin to drift, losing shape, losing grip. Every worry starts to slow, heavy hours let me go. I don't fight the undertow, I just let the night take hold. Sweet dreams pull me underneath, soft illusions I don't need. Not escape but a release from the noise I couldn't be. In this dark I feel alive, even fears don't need to hide. Let the edges blur with time, I'll wake up on the other side. Shadows dance along the wall, nothing here demands it all. Every name I tried to be falls asleep inside of me. I don't need to chase control, let the quiet fill the hole. If I lose my sense of role, that's the part that makes me whole, makes me whole. Sweet dreams pull me underneath, soft illusions I don't need. Not escape but a release from the noise I couldn't be. In this dark I feel alive, even fears don't need to hide. Let the edges blur with time, I'll wake up on the other side. Maybe rest is being done with the wars we never won. I don't run, I don't outrun, I just fade when night has come. Sweet dream, carry me deep, not to hide, just let me sleep. If tomorrow comes too soon, I'll return from this dream. Snowfall drifts along the street where our footsteps used to meet. Lights are hanging everywhere, but We don't count the days apart, we just live them as they are. Some nights feel a little long, but they never feel too wrong. Even when the sky feels white, even when you're not in sight, there's a quiet pull inside that keeps you close without a fight. I would cross the dark and back, not to prove it, just because every mile just bends the path, never breaking what we was. I don't need the stars to shine, I don't need the moon to guide. If the world runs out of signs, I'll still find you every time. Time moves strange when you're away, fast and slow inside the same day, but your voice still finds a way to land softly where I stay. I've learned love is not the spark, it's the staying in the dark when there's nothing left to say, but you don't turn away. I would cross the dark and back, not to prove it, just because every mile just bends the path, never breaking what we was. I don't need sweet love is not the leap, but the promise that we keep. Not in words we try to say, but in choosing us each day. So if space pulls us apart and the nights feel longer still, I don't chase the edge of stars, I just stay and always will. Seagulls paint the morning tune, rising high like silver moon. Every wave rewrites the past, pulls the weight away at last. Blue coast drifting steady hue, washing thoughts in something new. Gentle breezes hit the shore, blowing open every door. Let the sunlight follow through. Shells click lightly underfoot, marking paths the sea has put. Salty breath in ocean air smooths the creases of despair. Every shimmer on the tide moves the heart from side to side. Blue coast drifting steady hue, washing thoughts in something new. Gentle breezes hit the shore, blowing open every door. Let the sunlight follow through. Teach release, waves that break to build up peace. Blue coast drift across my skin, cleans the hurt I hold within, brings me back to where I've been, lets the healing slow begin, leaving calm in rolling spin. Swaying soft and rose, breathing mist, the morning grows. Moss spreads cool on silent ground, holding secrets all around. Every breeze and gentle sweet pulls my worries half asleep. For a slow breath in my chest, teaching lungs the art of rest. Natural hums in the leaves move with melodies of peace. stills the noise I used to hear, leaves the air in crystal clear, where my heartbeat crystal appear. Where my heartbeat disappear. Shallow words don't hold me now. Surface calm won't show me how. I've been standing at the edge, counting fears I never said. Every signal pulls me in, past the noise beneath my skin. If I fall, I fall again. Better lost than standing still. I roll into the deep, where the silence starts to speak. Let the weight pull me beneath. Every truth I try to keep. No more hiding in the tide, no more fear of what's inside. If I sink, I choose the right. Let the dark become my guide. All the maps I used before lead me back to open doors. Every answer feels too thin for the storms I'm living in. I don't need to stay above, where it's safe but not enough. If this fall is part of love, I'll accept the rise or loss. I roll between our hands, pulling close and fleeting spins. Holy pulses under skin, stirring gravity within. Shadows shifting tender sway, guiding hearts a subtle way. Every breath we share aligns, blending yours and mine in between our hands, pulling close and fleeting spins. Only pulses under skin, stirring gravity within. Shadows shifting tender sway, guiding hearts a subtle way. Every breath we share aligns, blending yours and mine in maybe sparks begin with trust, something steady, warm and just. Magnetic light without a cue draws a world for two to view. Pulls the night a softer hue, wrapping every breath in blue. Where the spark keeps shining through, falling into something new. Let the moment carry true. Turning shadows into hue.
Pages in one scene, framed in shades of tangerine. Laughs that echoed through the air, simple days we used to share. All the moments slipped away, soft as sunlight turning gray. Even though we couldn't stay, I still smile at yesterday. Love scenario once more, playing back the days before. Even if we close the door, still I feel our hearts restore. Now we walk on different lines, living out our separate signs. Still your warmth and quiet rhymes echo soft between the time. Seasons in one frame, changing gently without blame. Even storms fell light with you, painting all our skies anew. Every chapter fades away, but the colors choose to stay. In the corners where we lay, storing love in sweet decay. Love scenario once more, playing back the days before. Even if we close the door, still I feel our hearts restored. Now we walk on different lines, living out our separate signs. Still your warmth and quiet rhymes echo soft between the time. to hold, even after it grows old. What we shared was warm and bold, worth more than the stories told. Love scenario we wore stays within my inner core, though it's not like times before. Thanks for what our moments bore. We were echoes in one room, soft beginnings meant to bloom. And the lines began to fade, leaving marks the past had made. All we had hangs in the air, fragile threads beyond repair. Truths unravel everywhere, heavy with the weight we bear. Feels like talking to a stone, reaching out but still alone. Every spark that once had shone turned to ash, we can't atone. You slip further from your name, footsteps colder than a flame. Faces blur yet feel the same, leaving me without a claim. Pages left half torn, faded ink no longer warm. Every corner of this place still recalls a lost embrace. Every truth we couldn't share, lingering in vacant air. What was ours is now laid bare, silent wounds we both still wear. Feels like talking to a stone, reaching out but still alone. Every spark that once had shone turned to ash, we can't atone. You slip further from your name, footsteps colder than a flame. Faces blur yet feel the same, leaving me without a claim. Maybe letting go is right, from one another's sight. Shadows hold what once was bright. Now I walk this road alone, filling spaces we outgrown. What remains becomes my own, quiet truths beneath the stone. Soft glow resting on your face. Steps you take feel heaven sent, perfect in this moment spent. Every heartbeat draws you near, shaping vows we long to hear. Nothing ever felt so clear as the way you stand right here. Beautiful and white today, walking gently my way. All the words we meant to say find their home without delay. Eyes that shimmer Threads of hope in folded cloth, tying futures we have sought. Hands entwined in steady grace, writing love in every trace. Every promise gathered here lifts the world and stills the fear. Through the calm in every tear, you're the truth my life draws near. Beautiful and white today, walking gently my way. All the words we meant to say find their home without delay. Eyes that shimmer pure and bright, turning day to sacred light, holding everything just right. You're my forever in my sight. Maybe love is softly told in the hands we choose to hold. Years will shape us young to old, but your heart stays bright as gold. Beautiful and white tonight, blooming like a star in light. Every step a promise bright, you're my always, my delight. Beautiful and white today, walking gently my way. All the words we meant to say find their home without delay. Eyes that shimmer pure and bright, turning day to sacred light, holding everything just right. You're my forever in my sight.
Street arms low beneath my feet, subtle rhythm calm and sweet. Glass reflections blur and blend, midnight feels like my old friend. Everything slows down for me, in the glow I barely see. Take a neon breath, let it in, let the quiet night begin. The city pulses soft and bright, holding me through every light. I breathe again, breathe again. Cool wind brushes past my coat, jazz chords flow from a passing note. Silence paints the world in blue, every shade feels soft and new. Every breath feels deeper still, like the night bends to my will. Take a neon breath, let it in, let the quiet night begin. City pulses soft and bright, holding me through every light. I breathe again, never again. Maybe peace was always here, hiding in the atmosphere.